Good afternoon students, welcome back to our channel Ach'z. So in this section I thought of discussing about the frequently asked cue cards. We already updated till 22nd February 2023. So if you didn't watch, that means you can just go through the playlist. In this section I thought of discussing the frequently asked cue cards from 22nd February till yesterday, March 7th. Okay, so without further delay, let's start with our video. The first cue card, describe a noisy place you have been to. You need to talk about a noisy place or noisy environment in which you've been to. So when this happened, where it was, why there was a lot of noise, and explain what you did when you heard the noise. So you can talk when you travel to any industrial area or the places with so many machineries, or very congested or crowded places, or it may be any worship centers or public transport platforms and all. You can talk about like the railway station or airport, or you can talk about any new release cinema hall that may be related to any festival also. So you need to explain when this happened, where it was, why there was a lot of noise, and explain what you did when you heard the noise. You left the place, or you closed the window, or what you done. Okay, and the second cue card, describe an important thing you learned, not at school or college. Okay, so you need to talk about any important thing you learned not from school or college. Okay, it's not related to academic, any other skill. Okay, that may be the part of life, or any life-saving skills, driving, cooking, like that skills also you can talk about. Okay, and when did you learn it, how did you learn it, why did you think it was important to learn, and how you felt about learning it, whether it is useful or it is just a waste of time. Next one, describe a time when you were late for something important. You need to talk about a time in which you were late for something, some important meeting or some important event. Okay, when it was, why you were late, what was the occasion, and how you felt about being late. It was a huge loss, or you overcome the situation. And moving towards the fourth one, describe a person you know who is from different culture. You need to talk about a person who is from different culture. Okay, it is entirely different from your mother culture. So who he or she is, where he or she is from, how you know this a person, and explain how you feel about him or her. So you need to explain well about this person. And the next card, talk about a piece of technology that you find difficult to use. You need to talk about any technology you just find difficult to use, you find difficulty to use. So that may be any type of electronical gadgets or technological thing you can talk about. So when did you get it, what did you get it for, how often do you use it, and also how do you feel about it. And moving further, the next card, describe a time when you had to let something to a person you know. You need to talk about a time you need to let something to your friend or your colleagues or your neighbor. Okay, what you lent, what type of item, is there any vehicle or is there any household utensils, what you lent to that person, when it happened, why he or she asked to borrow the item, and explain how you felt about this. Okay, explain your experience of sharing. Okay, then moving towards the next card, describe a difficult thing you did and succeeded. You need to talk about any difficult task you completed successfully. So what it was, how did you complete it, why it was difficult, and how you felt about doing it. Anyway, it is difficult only, so how you completed that particular task, you need to explain about that in detail. Next card, describe a time when you were very busy. You need to talk about a time in which you are too busy with, that may be related to your personal or professional life again. So when it happened, where you were, what you did, and also explain why you were that much busy. Okay, so any busy event or busy situation you need to talk about. And the last card, describe a positive change in your life. So you need to talk about any positive change in your life that may be related to your personal and professional or social life. Okay, so what the change was, when it happened, how it happened, and explain why it was a positive change. So these all are the cards they asked frequently. I just collected that from the students only who attended last week, and these cards already included in our March month list also. You can just prepare with our March month cue card list, okay? And all the relevant cards included in that particular list. So try to go through that and collect some general ideas. So which all topic they are asking, you should not be so panicked to talk it out. It's your day, you need to talk more rather than your examiner, and try to answer in the proper way by maintaining the cohesion and coherence, because if you didn't understand the question means you are freely asked with them. Don't need to consider it as a negative marking or back answer and all. So you are allowed to ask for the clarification. So try to do that rather than just giving wrong answers. Okay, so that's all about the section. I don't want to make the videos too long and all. So all the very best for your speaking test date. I will update regarding the upcoming weeks also. Try to stay tuned for more IELTS related videos. And if you want assistance in speaking module means, try to contact via the WhatsApp number provided here. We are providing speaking only classes also. We have assistance for all the module. You will get individual attention from the expert trainers. And if you want my classes in this sense also, try to book your seat as soon as possible. All the very best for your test date, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you and God bless you all.